In the twilight of the middleweights, it wasn't too long ago that Triple G had a strong grip on the division, commanding the weight class with unparalleled dominance. Now, as the sun sets since the departure of the champion, the titles have scattered like leaves in a wind, leaving us with three distinct champions. Starting with the current WBC middleweight champion, Carlos Adames, is 24-1 with 18 knockouts. The Bronco began his journey at welterweight before ascending to super welterweight, where he faced his only setback against Teixeira. It appeared as though the weight cut was taking a toll on him. However, since moving up to the middleweight division, he has showcased a remarkable resurgence, boasting a perfect record of 6-0, with 4 of those victories coming by way of knockout. Among his impressive wins was a dogfight against the always rugged and brave-hearted Derevyanchenko.
And Derevyanchenko with good combinations.
The eldest of the champions is a 31-3-3 seasoned pro, WBA reigning champion, Erislandy Lara. The Dream turned pro and competed since 2008. This veteran southpaw is known for his Cuban boxing style, once having held the WBA super welterweight title for an impressive duration, and famously boxed Canelo in a fiercely contested bout that went to the judges. Since making his mark in the middleweight division, he has reignited his career with a vengeance, posting a flawless 4-0 record, with each victory coming by way of stoppage. IBF and WBO unified champion Janibek Alamkandala has an impressive record of 16 wins, 0 losses, and 11 knockouts. He stands as the most decorated champion amongst his peers, being the sole unified title holder. The southpaw boxer puncher first claimed the WBO title when Andrade vacated the throne, elevating Janibek from interim champion to the full-fledged title holder. He successfully defended his belt twice before unifying with Guerrier, the IBF champion. Now, Janibek has made it clear that his sights are set solely on unification belts, expressing a fierce determination to unify the division from this point forward.
Buckle from Indom. Great follow-up sequence, right? Leaning back, trying to get away from shots, putting himself in no man's land. Got hit with...
Where crowns signify power, challenges for the throne are bound to emerge. Enter Hamzah Sheeraz, the top middleweight contender, hailing from the vibrant city of Ilford, London. At just 25 years old, he's in his physical prime, towering at 6'3" with an impressive reach of 75 inches. He utilizes every inch of his strong frame, as evident by his flawless 21-0 record with 17 knockouts.
The pace now from Sheeraz. Oh, good shot from him. Shot, Bradley skied over.
Boxing runs deep in Sheeraz's bloodline, with a lineage that includes both his grandfather and uncle, who are also in the ring. The latter winning 10 national amateur titles for the Slow and Pinewood Star Club. Hamzah turned professional in 2017 after signing with Frank Warren's Queensberry promotion, making his debut on the undercard of Saunders vs. Willie Monroe Jr. fight. There, he diligently dispatched the seasoned Dwayne Green, a 35-year-old journeyman, and since then has propelled himself into the spotlight as a true puncher of the division.
A huge statement to become the new European.
Sheeraz's most notable win came when he faced Amma Williams, a fighter heralded as America's rising star in the middleweight division. Both warriors stepped into the ring with unblemished records, ready to stake their claims. However, it was Hamzah who emerged victorious, swiftly handing Williams his first defeat and solidifying his own reputation as a formidable contender in the process. Hamzah Sheeraz exemplifies the boxer-puncher archetype, fusing technical boxing with sheer knockout power. Towering over his opponents, his long reach and height create an imposing presence in the middleweight division. Sheeraz is a lanky fighter who thrives behind an active piston jab, which not only keeps adversaries at bay, but also serves as a weapon in his own right.
Hand, doesn't he? There it is there. No, left jab if you like. Have a look at it here. What's this? There it is there, just over the top of his right.
I think Ricky Funes would like him to be...
Let's have a look. There it is there.
His piston jab establishes and maintains distance, creating a protective barrier that opponents must navigate. This is how he dictates the rhythm of the fight, keeping his opponents on the back foot while simultaneously crafting opportunities for his power punches. By controlling the tempo, he forces his opponents into a reactive state, always second-guessing the moves. This pressure not only disrupts the game plan, but also sets the stage for Sheeraz to capitalize on any lapse in defense, ready to launch his power punches with authority when a moment arises.
Based on what happened last time.
Zone, when he's using that jab, that's what Williams got to try and do. Gary Lockett, obviously, you know, they're very, very close.
But the real threat lies behind the jab. The explosive, rocket right hand, waiting to unleash devastating impact on any challenger bold enough to step into firing range.
Play to Gary Lockett there. He was just getting caught with that jab time there as well. Hamzah, he just allowed Hamzah Sheeraz just to settle into a rhythm, and that's...
Once the range is established, the cavalry comes charging in. Sheeraz has proven his ability to deliver punishing power from both hands, utilizing his impressive leverage to launch punches that penetrate deep into his opponent's defenses. A true power puncher doesn't merely punch at the target, they punch through it, leaving a lasting impact. He strings together powerful combinations, demonstrating his ferocity at any distance. Standing toe-to-toe with Hamzah is akin to entering the gauntlet of pain. Every shot is meant to break guards, and only the toughest emerge through the fire.
Straight down the guard. He's getting forward, Denny. Denny shrinks.
Going for the finish often comes at a price. Hamzah has occasionally exhibited a lapse in poise when he becomes a bit too enthusiastic, swinging for the fences with fierce ambition. In his fervor, he sometimes leaves himself vulnerable, creating opportunities for astute opponents to capitalize on his momentary lapse. A savvy puncher will recognize those fleeting windows of vulnerability and seize the chance to strike with precision when he opens up.
Good body shot from Sheeraz. Denny again.
Several questions still linger, but it's undeniable that he possesses the strength and power that come with being a brute puncher, and excels behind his jab. The truth remains that none of his past opponents have truly challenged him. He's consistently on his front foot, dictating the pace while pushing his opponents back.
Absolutely look the part.
Yeah, Luke, we expect.
But what will unfold when he faces someone of his own stature, armed with equal firepower? His moments of reckless abandon also raise concerns. There are instances where he gets caught up in the action, overextending himself with wide punches. In these moments, a skilled counterpuncher could exploit the gaps, landing clean shots in the midst of the flurries.
When there's a short right hand and a devastating.
Set up his offense, punching in between. Like I said, he's Correa throwing punches, he's throwing shots, and he's throwing them back.
Hitting knockdown puts him under the bottom rope.
Still young and evolving, Sheeraz has the potential to become a world champion if he could cultivate a bit more discipline and patience. He is most dangerous when he's setting his punches from the outside behind a tight guard.
He goes down and the fight is all.
In the current landscape of the middleweight division, a title fight with Janibek may be a step too soon for him. Instead, his best shot lies with the veteran Lara, where he can leverage his work rate and likely withstand the older fighter's power. Following that, a challenging bout against the Bronco Adames awaits a match that will truly put his durability and resistance to the test. The encounter promises to be a fiery clash, filled with heavy artilleries from both sides. Only time will reveal his path forward. Until then, all we can do is watch and wait for his next move.